Welcome back. Hasten back slowly. Breathe back into your body. No rush. It's a precious time, this blending of soul and spirit. It's the best way to start the day. Good, then our fun ritual, we wiggle our fingers and toes, circulate super feel good, feel God through your body. Open your eyes. Blinkety blink. So now, through the miracle of modern technology, I am currently live streaming on Zoom and also live streaming on YouTube, simultaneous, I think. But most important, Looney has joined us, and thank God for my Zoom friends who are so patient with me as I go through this learning curve, but you won't be subjected to aquarium nightmares anymore. And I'm really happy that my learning curve is as steep as it is, because yesterday I learned how to YouTube and Zoom simultaneously without having to mix them. But the topic this week, and by the way, if you're watching on YouTube, welcome aboard. We're going to grow upward spiral meditation around the world. We're a like-minded group of souls and cats who realize that by gathering together, we can increase our spiritual vibe and gather up a great deal of love, light, and bliss every time that we meditate. But the topic this week is starting great new projects or ideas, and how at the start it can be clunky and chunky, and almost nobody ever picks up a violin and knows how to play it immediately. So great things usually begin with an inspiration, a spark, an idea. And where do those sparks and ideas come from? I know that for myself, they most frequently come out of left field, so to speak. I've never been sitting contemplating and then suddenly, through exertion and through squeezing my head and by trying to have a headache and furling up my forehead, has a great idea ever come into my head. I truly believe our brains are not the generators of thoughts, they are the receivers of thoughts. And I think a good deal of very intelligent modern neuroanatomists are beginning to realize the materialistic thought that our brains exude consciousness in the way that our livers produce bile is as wrong as any thought has ever been. And every ancient sage master who said that in effect our brains are receivers of thought have been perfectly accurate. And it flips the whole world upside down. We are in fact spiritual beings having a material reality, and our brains, as receivers of thoughts, they become trained or habituated onto certain channels, I guess you might say. Some channels are better than others, but the beauty of meditation, the brilliance, the gift, the grace, the mercy of meditation is in the quieting of our minds, we can, quote, flip the channel. And by flipping the channel, we can tune in to much higher realms of peace, love, joy, inspiration, and creativity. And it doesn't happen overnight. Mastery of meditation takes 2 weeks, and then 2 more weeks, and 2 more weeks. But the beauty of meditation is we don't have to compare ourselves to anyone else. In meditation, we don't compare ourselves to who other people are today. In meditation, we compare ourselves to where we were yesterday. And every day when we meditate, even though our progress may be only 1/10,000,000th of a percent, every little incremental movement moves us on a scale consistently, always upward, toward higher levels of creativity, guidance, and especially love. Life without love, in my opinion, is not worth living. We can have everything else, but without the love, the compassion, the joy that exists as our ground state of being, for me, there's no point. And I've tried a lot of other substitutes, and they've never fit the bill. But as I've tapped into the love and joy of meditation, as promised by every spiritual master that's ever lived, then the validity, the truth of life has become more than apparent. And then I get to share it with people that I love a lot on Zoom, on YouTube, and with cats. So my week is healing a little bit from the fish catastrophe of yesterday. And have a beautiful day, and we'll see you all tomorrow. Thanks, you guys.